Hayden Shaw here, along with HD Page, D&H Cattle Company. We're going to give you a preview on the 2025 D&H Bred to Buck Vegas style yearling bull sale. We're here on the arena floor at South Point, and we're going to try to make it as quick as we can. But we have some lots that are out of the sale. That'll all be available on our social media on the sale order. It'll be available tomorrow at the sale as well. And we're going to go through everything that is in the sale, give you a little preview, HD's thoughts, and we'll go from there. And another thing I want to say is an extremely talented set of calves. I think the quality's as good as it's ever been, and I'll let HD touch on that, then we'll start on our lots.
Yeah, these, we've vetted through, I don't know how many of them, 330 to start with.
Yeah.
And we've, had a couple sales prior to this one, but the most talented calves are probably in this one. The top end of them, for sure, the half-interest calves that we feel like are the cream of the crop. And some of these other calves have been a little slower coming, but they've sure come on here at the end, or we took them out. The ones that went the other way, those are our outed lots. And so these calves that are left in the sale are the calves that are on the upswing. So like Hayden said, we're going to touch on them just a little bit, and we'll try to roll through it quick as we can. And you guys can watch the videos, and we'll give you our insight on what we think they're capable of being.
Yes, sir. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to start with Lot 2, Page Aught 73M, sired by 44W Stone Sober, and then out of a Manaba daughter that goes back to the dam of Jelly Roll and 73J Power Stroke. Go ahead, HD.
Yeah, there's a lot of money there. One on the offspring of these, or the dam side of this calf, and like I say, you get them good females in there, and it hits more times than not. But this Stone Sober son got a lot of up and down and kick, and you can watch the videos. There's a ton of try there. He gets his front feet off the ground, and lots of intensity coming from Stone Sober. So nice calf, lot number 2.
Yep. Lot 3, 63 bar M, another calf sired by Stone Sober. And then out of a 143H buck-eyed female on the bottom side, going back to finger roll.
Another calf, it's Stone Sober. And, he's going to put that intensity in them. You can see one after the other. And they're good made. They're good made athletic calves. And this calf really breaks over and kicks leaving there. And a couple of times he's got wound down, because he's really trying to rack some rounds off. But he's had a couple of trips where he really kicked and bucked the whole way through. So lot number 3.
Yep. Lot 4 is bar 44M. This is a calf from Leap Sport Cattle Company and Billy Saunders. HD seen him a little more than I have, but another Stone Sober grandson, and then out of a Coldwater Willie female on the bottom side.
Man, all I've seen this bull is the videos, and he looks special. Bill and Bill's partner, man, they bought a lot of good cows, and you can see their calves are showing out. They just, year after year, and Bill does a good job starting them, and he spends a lot of time with them in the shoot, and he gets a good start on them, and you can see the results. These calves really buck, and this one's in the gate to the right and special.
Another thing I want to touch on this calf is he is in the maiden and the Big Bucks qualifier as well.
Yeah, and American Heritage, it says. So.
And American Heritage nominated as well. So next we're going to roll into the only 956G Sucker Punch son in the sale. This is Lot 5, Aught 19M. Go ahead on him, HD.
Man, it's a big stout calf, and we've been bucking him out of the right, and he's really picked up on it. Just lots of kick, lots of expression when he bucks. He's one of my favorites. He does it right in the door, and it's going to be a bucking bull all the way through. I feel like this calf's potential half-interest kind of calf. He's got that kind of ability, but he's going to be one that's going to go to work for a long time.
Right, and he has offered his full interest in this sale. So next we're going to go to some 828F Steel Poppin sons. This is lot number 6, M9. He is a half-interest calf. Also entered in the maiden futurity and the Big Bucks qualifier. Definitely a special one here on the female side, out of 83/C, which is buck autism back over the great U83 cow. Right. I'll let you touch on the rest of the pedigree and performance.
Yeah, this calf's just special, and he's been that way from day one. And the only thing's going to keep him from winning is just because he tries too hard at times. He's in the gate, kicking, bucking, doing it, and these are the kind you're trying to raise, and Still Poppin is a great sire, and this one follows suit.
Yeah, yeah. Calf that's never missed not one day.
He's pretty dang special.
So lot 7, this is MOT 5, another 828F Still Poppin' son. And then on the dam side, 9105W, which is the dam to Manaba, another special calf here.
Yeah,
half
really
interest as well.
Yeah, half interest in the gate to the right, and he might come too close or kick too hard. If he does that, it's the only reason he's going left, but he ain't going nowhere. He's going to be bucking one way or another right in the gate. And a lot of kick, a lot of intensity, just what they're supposed to do, out of by Still Poppin', out of a great cow, and he does just what he's designed to do. This calf's going to win a lot of money in the futurity deal.
Yep, yep. Then we're going to roll into lot number 8, Ot 44M, sired by 021J, little big man, back out of a Magic Maker female, over the dam to Ouachita Wizard. Full interest calf here, and he's another special one.
He really is. We've bucked him out either side. We moved him to the right, and the last 2 trips he's went left and out of the right. But I would recommend, we should have got it done before we left. We just got too tied up. But he probably needs to go back on the left now. But he's special. A lot of kick, intensity, everything you could ask for one to do. This calf is going to be the real deal. Yes. All the way through. I think he'll make a futurity calf, and possibilities are endless.
Yes, totally agree. Next we have lot 9. This is page 75M, sired by 163H Mr. Vaquero, and then out of a lollipop female on the bottom side.
Yeah, and you can see the lollipop come out in this calf and the Mr. Vaquero. He's made like the Mr. Vaqueros, and he bucks kind of like the lollipops, and he's got a lot of kick and a lot of stuff going on, and he turns too close a lot of the times, and he'll go back to the right. But when he does, a lot of kick, really extends his back feet. He's a good-looking sucker. He's a really nice calf, and he puts it together. This kind of calf could be 91 or 2, right. Pretty easy.
Right. Next, we're going to lot 11. This is 417M, another calf that's entered in the maiden Big Bucks qualifier, half interest calf. Another Mr. Vaquero son out of a Magic Maker female.
Yeah, this one's as good as they get. He's a big, stout calf and goes left in the gate and means it. He's intensity, kick, rare, all of it's off the charts. And when he puts it all together, there's not one that can beat him, I don't think. He's really, really special. And of course, the only drawback is like some of the great ones, they try a little too hard, and it's hard for them to catch their feet every time. But that's coming. He's figuring it out, and he's doing it in a hurry. He's really been pretty spot on most of the time.
Yeah. Next lot is lot 12. This is page 52M. He is sired by OOF Snake Eyes and out of a Bruiser daughter. Full interest being offered on this calf, and he's got a story to go with him.
Yeah, Snake Eyes was a great bull for a long, long time, and look on the bottom side there, you just can't stack one up much better. And this calf really, really, really wants to buck, and he's just been a handful in the chute, and that comes from Snake Eyes. They've all started pretty rough, and but this one is really. We had a good session the last time we bucked him.
Yeah.
We got him in there and got him out, and didn't have much issues, and and he really tried to buck, and of course he tried to buck every time.
Right.
You're not going to wear them down. They're tough, they're gritty, and they kick through it. They're really nice cattle. The Snake Eyes calves are going to be the deal. They're just a little rough around the edges starting out, but I think they're coming down. They're going to make futurity cattle.
Right, and this calf's got a lot of room to gain. Once you get him dialed in, he's going to be the real deal for you.
Who knows if we've seen all he's got,
right.
Because
Totally
most
agree.
of the time he's spent a lot of energy in there.
Yep. Next, lot 13, 90M, another Snake Eyes son out of a Kitty Hawk female, offering him as full interest. And this was one that was on the bubble to be in the maiden coming out here.
Yeah, I wanted to bring him, and he got a little bunged up and a little sore, or I was actually going to try to swap him in. He's just kind of like the other Snake Eyes calf. He's just a little slower getting started, but man, once he figured it out, he has been kicking and bucking hard. Out of the right, just really kicks through it, and the farther he goes, the better he gets. The more expression he gets, I think at 6 seconds, he's better than he would be at 2. You know, he just grinds it out, and he don't have no quit in him. He's the kind.
Right. Next is lot 14. This is Ott 52M. We're getting into some of these Ricky Vaughn sons here. This is going to be a Ricky Vaughn over a full sister to Shepherd Hills Tested, and this is another full interest calf that was right there on the cusp of being a maiden calf coming out here for us.
Yeah, lots. If you see there on the bottom, that's out of a full sister to Tested, and man, there's a lot of breeding there. And when you watch these videos, this calf's got a ton of talent. He's in the door, kicks through it, kind of got the little Ricky Vaughn style of sucking back and kicking. There's a lot of our best genetics stacked in this calf, and he's a good-made, good-minded calf. It's going to turn right there and buck every time.
Yep. Next is lot 15. This is Ott 69M, another Ricky Vaughn son, out of a Domino daughter that goes back to the Great Inferno. A lot of champions all the way through this pedigree, offering him at full interest as well.
Yeah, you know, and we bucked this calf out of both sides, and when we moved him to the right, he really hooked up and went right and got in the air and kicked through it, and looked like he would be a maiden calf there at one point. But then he started going left out of the right, and he just going a couple jumps too far, but still really getting in there, kicking and bucking. Sure enough, a nice calf, and probably compete in the futurity in a few months, and he's big enough and gonna you know, be plenty big to put a rider on as a 3-year-old.
Yep. Next is lot 17, 2M, sired by 99G Ricky Vaughn, out of a big way female. This is a half interest calf, entered in the maiden, entered in the big bucks. One of the special ones.
Yeah, as good as they get. You know, I don't need to say nothing about this calf. You can watch the videos, and the only thing I will say on the video is it kind of masks a little bit of this calf's intensity. He's big, and just you feel fire coming off his hocks. He's one of them that, and I didn't even realize that how quick I was on the trigger so many times, but this calf bucked so hard that you want it off of him. There's a lot of energy coming off his back end and front end, and you know, he's doing it. But watch the videos of this calf. He's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Next is lot 18. This is page 29M, another Ricky Vaughn son, back out of a big way female again. Half interest calf, entered in the maiden, and in the big bucks qualifier as well.
Yeah, this calf probably would have the highest average score of all of them. You know,
Agreed.
like he just don't miss, and he's special every time. I can remember 1-2 trips maybe out of 10 or 12 that he didn't just hook up right there and with 92. You know, he ain't very big. That's the only, if you can pick him apart at all, that's the only thing you could say about him is he's not a great big calf, and his future might be more towards the futurity, and then he might be a 4-year-old before he's big enough to put a cowboy on. Who knows? But that'd be the only thing. If I was gonna have to pick him apart, that's him. But if you don't want that's gonna perform at a high level, I think this is him within the futurity.
Yes, sir. Rolling into lot 19, page 42M, sired by 99G Ricky Vaughn, out of a Mr. Vaquero female. This is a full interest calf here, and another Ricky Vaughn son. That'd make a futurity calf or a breeding piece for somebody for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And he's a good made calf, and I'm just watching the video here of him now, but he's got a ton of kick, and in this video he turned too close. But when we bucked him there the other day, I think he made it around there and went left.
Yeah.
But he's gonna buck. There's no two ways about it. He's jumps and kicks and bucks hard, and he's a little rough around the edges. Not just shoot broke the best, but he'll get there. A little time, a little love on him, a little 101 time. That's something that this calf's never had. But he is sure enough a nice calf. A lot of athletic ability.
Yep. Lot 20. This is page 59M. Another Ricky Vaughn son, out of a Magic Maker female that on her dam side is out of a full sister to Long John. Another nice calf right here, offering him at full interest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. In the gate to the right. A couple of times here lately, he's you could have marked him whatever. He could have been 91, 92, 92 and a half even. He was in the gate and kicking through it and bucking hard. This calf's the real deal. and we're just now starting to get them dry worked enough to where they can really start slowing down and figuring things out. With this, they're, you know, I have to remind myself, and you remind me too, they're just yearlings, and I get aggravated at them when they're not 92 or 3 every time. But this calf, the majority of the time, has put a trip together and been really special.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Next is lot 21, 82M, sired by Ricky Vaughn, out of a Domino female, back over Magic Maker on the bottom side, and another calf at full interest, and another bucking Ricky Vaughn son.
Man, I tell you what, it's these Ricky Vaughn sons. When you get the cream picked off of them, they are really something special, and this one's no exception. He kicks and bucks and does it at a high level, you know, and he's another one. Just a little bit of time. I mean, and I say a little bit of time, I'm talking about 30 or 60 days of putting him in a pen by himself and feeding him and walking him through that chute a little bit. There's no telling how so good some of these calves are going to be. And this one gets off the ground, kicks through it, and bucks a lot like Ricky Vaughn. It's pretty neat to see how much these calves do resemble him.
Right. Next, we're rolling into lot 22, page 94M, another Ricky Vaughn son, out of a Manaba female, and another full interest calf here, and another calf that was right on the bubble of us bringing him out here to Vegas.
Yeah, for sure. I thought we did bring this. No, it's the other one. This calf, I thought he should have come. Remember one time we were arguing about it, and I really wanted to bring him, but he wouldn't hook up to the left, out of the left. He was going left, out of the right, and but man, springing off the ground and bucking, and really when it gets in your eyes, and he's just really flashy. He's colored cool, and he bucks like Ricky Vaughn, got that up and down kick, and just, man, this calf's really, really neat.
Yep. Next, we're going to lot 23. This is page 403M. Ricky Vaughn's son, out of a Showtime female that is out of the dam to frequent flyer. And he's a half interest calf, entered in the maiden and the big bucks, and top shelf calf right here.
Oh, yes, like you said, a half interest calf, and we nominated him and everything we could. And if he gets out clean, he's going to be a pile. And if he don't get out clean, he's still going to buck like hell, but he might go a couple. But he's the real deal. Like I said, you can watch his videos, and you don't need me narrating this calf. His videos speak for himself.
Yep. Next is lot 24. This is page 1M, another Ricky Vaughn son, out of a big Papa female on the bottom side. Same way, half interest, entered in the maiden and the big bucks. And this is a calf that we actually haven't bucked as much as some of the others, because we got him up a little bit later than the rest of them, and he's been rock solid and really come on here lately.
Yeah, he's caught up in a hurry. Like the first few trips it seemed like he was special, but
yeah.
But we
did a side switch, delivery change on him.
Yeah, put him on the right, and he just picked it right up. Yeah. He's had, maybe he bucked him 3 times out of the right, and 2 of them he hit, you know. Yeah. So the other one that I say he didn't hit, he just went a couple before he turned. But
yeah,
this calf's got a lot of a natural ability, and you know, on the bottom there, he's put together on the cow side is as good as you could ask for as well. I don't know. The last 2 times we bucked him, this calf, I don't know what you'd marked him, 94 maybe.
Yeah.
He's the real deal.
And that's the last of the Ricky Vaughn calves there. We're going to go into a few Hocus Pocus sons here. This is lot 25, 7M, sired by 561C Hocus Pocus, back out of a Magic Maker female, and we're offering him at full interest, page 7M.
Yeah, this calf, he showed signs of being great. I mean, just like really kicked through it and come right, and I was like, God, dog, I had him on the half interest list there forever, and then he just started going a couple, and at the end of the day, like last year, this calf would have been a half interest calf. I could just keep so many of them and try to feel like I can do a good enough job with as many of them as I'm gonna keep. It's a lot of work, and you got to draw the line somewhere. This one would be in there. You know, he's got a lot of ability and a lot of kick, and turns to the right, and there's sure like he's got the potential to be 90 plus every time.
Yep. Next is lot 26, page 87M. This is Hocus Pocus son out of a Margie time female. Another half-interest calf entered in the maiden and the big bucks. And Hope HD has quite a bit to say about this one.
Yeah. Well, this is another one that's, if you look at just raw athletic ability, there's not one that can warm him up. And he's tried really hard to put a trip together. And the last couple of times out of the right, we just knew he's going to be a right. He was in the gate. The first time we bucked him over there in the gate, and then bucked him again, he was in the gate to the right. Both times he almost fell. And so we put him back on the left, which I think he'll go one jump, look left, and come right out of the left. I don't think it'll affect his score much, but there's not one that bucks any harder. Like, he bucks over the top of most of them. This Hocus Pocus calf just gets in the air and kicks. He's got the intensity and the athletic ability that not very many of them have, you know.
I think he's the best one I've ever seen.
Well, you said that. That's 2 times we bucked him. You thought he was the best one you ever seen. And I don't know if I've seen one that gets that high and kicks that hard with that kind of intensity. And he does it pretty easy. And he's a big old stout calf. Like, he towers over most of them. And he bucks like he weighs 600. And this calf probably weighs 1,000 already.
Yeah.
But
yeah. And rolling into the next lot, this is lot 27, page 459M, Hocus Pocus son out of OK brand female. And he's offered at full interest, and he is entered in open futurity out here as well. And I do believe the big bucks qualifier as well. You can check her supplement sheet to make sure I'm right on that.
Yeah, it looks like it. Man, this calf, if he puts it together, he's going to be special. And you can, like watching those videos, he breaks over and just drives his front end in the ground, and he bells up in there, but when he kicks, he's pushing back down the ground, and it almost folds him up. A lot of times he just hits too hard, and you can see his ass kind of coming over his front, and he's trying to turn. He's trying to do a lot of things, and he doesn't always get it put together, but give him another 6 months and 15 outs and a little bit of a long time, or one-on-one time, I should say, but he needs some shoot time, and just a little bit of love in this calf could be one of the best ones in the sale. And
one that can go all the way. He's got that style to him.
He's just a gritty, tough kind of bull that's gonna that should last for a long time.
Yep. Next, we're rolling to lot 28. This is 39M. Offering him as a half-interest calf, and he's sired by 75J Magic Moves, and then out of a Fire Show female.
Yeah, another just a special calf. I'm really high on this calf. I think it's he's flipped over. He's missed his front feet a couple of times. Just really gets in there, and he's one of them calves that kind of pulls his front feet up because he's still trying to climb. He's trying to get up in there, and when he breaks over and kicks, he means it, and he doesn't always get his feet back down where they need to go, but that'll come in time. There's not like an effort. This calf is, and he's going to go right, and he's going to do it at a high level.
Yeah. Next, we're going to lot 29. This is page 34M. Sired by F20 Alakazam out of a 133X high tensile female, and another calf here at full interest that has a lot of promise right here.
Yeah, he really does. You can watch the videos, lots of extension, and when he kicks, he really gets in there. He's got a really, really neat style about him, and he's pretty dadgum good to be around, good to handle. You know, we had a little hiccup with him in the alley trying to turn around back there, because out of the rights, my rights don't squeeze down like they need to, and he got in a bad habit of turning around back there, but he's got, from turning him back around and jacking with him all the time, he's got so gentle, it's almost not even an issue anymore.
Right.
But the calf bucks. I mean, he really gets in there and bucks, and lots of kick, and you can watch the videos, and I don't have to describe how he bucks. You can see that in the video, but he's sure enough going to be the deal. He's a nice calf.
Yep. Next, we're going to lot 31, page 49M. We don't have a full pedigree on here. Well, we should have that for you by sale day. We'll update you on that when that gets here. But on the sire side, he's showing to be a F20 Alakazam And then on the female side, we're still waiting on that info. But Alt 49M, I'll let HD fill you in on him.
Yeah, just I tell you what, this calf just does it in the gate
and
every
he's
time.
Full interest
Yeah.
on this one too, guys.
Yeah, and honestly, the last time we bucked him, it was after the books had already closed. I was wishing I had him in here.
Yeah.
Like he's been that good from the start, but I was just down on him because he was turning too close, and it seemed like 3 or 4 or 5 trips right in a row, right whenever we had to be pretty critical on the ones we were going to enter or not. That's when he was having his bobbles, and then but before that, he was one of the most solid ones.
Yeah.
And then the last time we bucked him, he got around there and was outstanding. So a great calf.
Yeah. Next is lot 32. This is page 429M, sired by 6H, the Desperado, and out of a buck Norris female on the bottom side.
Yeah, this is another one that's still rough around the edges. He don't know for sure. I don't know, I guess, which side he needs to be on. 90% of the time, that seems like he goes right, and I think that's where he needs to be, is on the right. But I'm really high on this guy. I mean, he's got a lot of up and down intensity, and his style is one that is gonna really mark high. I think and he tries his guts out. Like, he ain't got no quit in him. He ain't one that's gonna make a round and take off. This calf's gonna be the real deal.
Yep. Rolling into some Magicality sons here. This is lot 33, 78M. Magicality over 584C mistletoes. He is entered in the maiden futurity and the big bucks qualifier as well. Another calf from Billy Saunders here.
Yeah, and man, this calf gets off the ground, fires them through it, round the right, and looks like one you're gonna have a hard time beating. Like, he's sure enough the real deal. And I think these calves that Bill's raised that are by Magicality, I think he's made a name for Magicality. I think he's liable to be a super sire. You know, he's just out of a handful of calves. He's got a handful that can be 93 or 4. You know, they are the kind. Like, it's impressive. I don't really know if I've seen 4 or 5 calves by one bull be that talented,
right?
And especially in one set,
yeah,
out of a handful of cows. So this calf is outstanding. He's 93, 94 kind of deal.
Yep. Next is lot 34, 44M. Another calf the same way from coming from Bill. He's entered in the maiden futurity and the big bucks qualifier. Sired by Magicality, out of a smooth move female on the bottom.
Yeah, this is another one that's just really long, stretched out calf, and when he kicks, he looks like he's 12 foot long, like long as a well rope right there. And just, man, he's the real deal too. Hits hard and just fires right through it. It don't matter. He's same deal as the other Magicalities. Just really special, and looks like he's gonna turn right there, and you can't knock him out of it with a truck.
Yeah. All right, next we're going to get into some of these 10G Turner Burner sons, and that's one that everybody asks about the most, and here we go. We're going to give you a rundown on them. This is lot 36, page 19M, sired by 10G Turner Burner, and out of a fearless female on the bottom side, and another calf that was right on the bubble of making the trip to Vegas.
Yeah, if he would just shorten it up one jump, he'd be here, but that's him. He's kind of hitting and getting off in the left lead, and then it takes him a jump or a half a jump to get switched over. And then when he comes, he really looks good doing it. Like, he just stretches out and kicks through it, and got a lot of expression in his front end, and just a really neat style about him, and just typical Turner Burner, though. He's got a lot of rear, a lot of kick, and a lot of expression when he does it.
Yeah, and they're big and stout and pretty, and this one fits it right here.
Yeah.
And that's a full interest calf there as well. Next, we're going to lot 43, page M24, sired by 10G Turner Burner, out of the grade 83C cow, the damned Yahoo and Hot Rods. Mm-hmm. Buck Autism over U83, and old great female from the ranch. This is a half interest calf. entered in the maiden, entered in the big bucks. Can't ask one to do much more than this calf does, and he's done it every time.
Yeah, just he's he might be the number one pick.
Right.
When I start picking them, he's 1, 2, or 3 every time, and my picker changes every time we buck him. But this one, I don't think he's ever fell out of the top 3.
Right.
And he's just gonna be a special calf. He's just got a different kind of deal about him, and he carries himself a little different. And them special ones are just special, and you kind of pick up on it, and that's what he is. And that cow has really done a good job. And this one here's might be the best one yet. She's had some stingers, you know. She's had Hot Rods win this event out here before, the yearling deal, and I hope this calf, he's damn sure got the ability to do it. If he can not fall down, not slip, if he just can dial it back just a notch, he'll be hard to get around.
Yeah, and as far as breed bull, for all y'all guys out there looking for breed bulls, I don't know how you make one any better than this right here.
No, he's made right, and the athletic ability's there, and he's just a pretty cool little character too, and that's something that I think we don't think about much, but their little personalities is something that kind of breed it through, and I wouldn't mind having a bunch of them that acted and bucked just like that one does.
We'll take some more warriors. I do think he's a warrior. He got a little bit different than the rest of them.
Yeah.
Lot 44 is Paige Emmott 2, another Turner Burner son out of 9105W, dammed to Manaba, offering him at full interest.
Yeah. This calf, and he's got a ton of ability, and he's just a little sweetheart to handle. He's just quiet and tries to get along, and he wants to buck so hard. He tries to kick his back feet off, and he'll look left and go right, and every once in a while he'll hook it up right in the gate to the left, and when he does that, he's 92 plus. Like, he's got that kind of ability, but there's still some work to be done there, like all of them, but a lot of potential here, and bred to the hilt.
Right, breed bull potential for sure.
Oh yeah,
right off the rip.
A guy on a set of heifers or something, this guy would be worth his weight in gold.
Yeah. All right, we're rolling to lot 47, page 404, Bar M, sired by 64K Big Worm, out of a 24C Hard Knocks female, and it's a little fireball right here.
Oh man, he is. He's gonna take. He might be the biggest project in the sale, but out in the back, that's what's funny about him. He's plumb good to be around, but you get him close to that chute, and his motor gets running, and he's a handful. But when you open the gate, he's a handful out there too.
Right.
He's as intense as one gets. Tons of kick and just really fast, and a lot of rare too. I don't know. I think he's really cool. He gets his front end as high as any of them and kicks through it, and just a talented calf. He just needs a little bit of loving on in the lead ups and in the buck and shoot, and I think you might have one that'd be really tough to get around.
Totally agree. Next, we're rolling to lot 49. This is page 24M, sired by 10 Bar K Turner Burner, and out of a Kitty Hawk female. This is a half interest calf, and he is entered in the maiden and the big bucks qualifier as well.
Yeah, he's a real deal too. This sucker's been pretty spot on in the gate to the right, out of the right, and kicking and bucking. And I think he had a bobble too the last time, and went a jump. Maybe he went left actually, but he still would have been 90 something.
Yeah,
he's a bucker, and good made calf, and going to be pretty special, I think.
Yeah. Next, we're going to roll into lot 50. This is page 4M, another 10 Bar K Barn Burner son. And then on the bottom side, out of a Manaba female, we're offering this calf at full interest.
Yeah, this is another one that
Bubble Bull.
I wouldn't even consider selling all this bull. Even last year. It's just you watch the videos of this calf, and he's bred a little different too, and there's just a lot of things I really like about him. But you watch him buck, he does some amazing things, and he's another one that if he comes too close, he's swallowing his butt and going back to the right. There ain't no there ain't no quit in him. He's got a lot of grit and a lot of ability, and this is one of them that can. Those calves like that come back and smoke you down all year, you know, which I hope he does. Be honest with you, like he's a talented calf, and somebody's gonna be happy when they get him home.
Yes, sir. Next, rolling into lot 51. This is page 26M. Another barn burner son out of a Magic Maker over bruiser female, offering full interest.
Yeah, this is another one that should be in the half interest field, but I got to draw the line somewhere, and he's right on that line, and he's been he was in the top 5, top 10 to come out here, and then he got to hitting his head, turning too close, and it wasn't worth the chance, and but the guy just gets him where you can scoot him up in that chute a little bit and work with him leaving there, and he's going to turn and buck. It's him not putting a trip together is not from lack of effort. He turns right there and bucks hard, and a lot of kick and a lot of intensity.
Yep. Next, we're going to go to lot 53. This is page 15M Bar, sired by 185J Kyle Havoc out of a 56Z Lifting Lives female. Special little calf here that we haven't even come close to getting everything he has to offer.
No, he's another one. You know, 185J was in the running for the Futurity World title when he was a 2-year-old, and just had a couple of bobbles that cost him being right in the mix. But these calves by him are the deal, and they're a lot like him. He was the same deal. He was just a little live wire, but once he got it figured out, he was a blur and kicking right through it, and this calf's the same. Yep. He spins fast, and his back feet's flying over his back, and he's really a really nice calf, and same deal. If he was a little better in the chute, he'd be out here.
Right, and we don't have near the outs on him that I feel like we have on some of these other calves, and just he might be my sleeper of the wholesale.
Yeah, there's not a hole in him other than he just needs a little time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to lot 54. This is page 6M, sired by 5H Cold Rolled out of a 39G First Class female. Another full interest calf here.
Yeah, and another one that's got the potential to be 90 plus, and he got it every time. This calf handles good, and he's good, pleasure to be around. He stands in the chute, and when you open the chute, he breaks loose and kicks and turns, and he'll go right in the gate. And man, there's not a hole in him. There really ain't nothing you can dog him for. He's just a really nice calf.
Yeah. Yes. No, he is for sure. Going into lot 56 now. This is page 10M, sired by 5H Cold Rolled out of a Mr. Vaquero female. Half interest calf here, guys. Entered in the maiden, entered in the big bucks, and I'm excited to hear what HD had to say about this one.
Yeah. Well, this one, he's been number 1 on my list a few times, and there's not one any more talented or more athletic, and he's and you can just tell by being around him, looking at him, he's made to do it. He's made to be that athletic. He's made to do stuff that the rest of them can't do, or most of them can't do. But you know, I don't know what you'd have marked that calf when the other day when he got clean and put it together to the right. He would have. I don't know.
He was probably the number 1 out of the close to 4,000 outs that we got this summer and fall. I feel
Right.
like.
Yeah, he put it together. And if you're there, I don't even remember what the video looked like, but there in person, you can't find one that just stand. You know, when you're bucking there at the practice pen, it's hard to get one to stand the hair on the back of your neck, and that did mine. You know, it's like.
Me too.
Yeah, he's a special calf, and when he don't put it together right there, he might hit wrong, but he's still coming left, and he's going to rear and drop and kick. But when he puts it together, he's going to be out of the right, going to be right in the gate to the right, and special.
All right. Next, we're rolling to lot 58. This is page 30M, sired by 5H Cold Rolled out of the old T30 cow, Panhandle Slim over 7205, 7205, a Super Day daughter. So some old school genetics here that are kind of outcross in today's game, but offering 30M at half interest. Entered in the maiden futurity and big bucks qualifier as well.
Yeah. You know, and this calf's been in the top end of him from day one, and a lot of kick and a lot of expression when he does it. And then he got to where he was going right out of the left, so he kind of fell out of the top end of him. And then the other day, he put it together. In the last 3 trips, he's put it together. So I think he's back on top. Like I said, the last 3 trips, he's been pretty dang special. And I think, no, he's out of the left. Yep. And he went left the last trip, so he's out of the left. And hopefully he goes left, but whichever way he goes, he's going to break loose and really buck.
Yeah. Rolling to lot 59, page 34 bar M, another 5H cold rolled son out of a Mr. Vaquero female, and he is a half interest calf, entered in the maiden and the big bucks qualifier as well.
Yeah, and just bucker, another 5H son that kicks hard and bucks hard, and he'll go to the right out of the right, and he's in the door, kind of moves ahead just a little bit and breaks loose and really kicks. If the judges really pay attention, I think they're going to really like this calf. But he's got a little different style, but he's got a little move ahead, but he follows it up with a lot of kick, and he bogs his head between his leg, and he's a bucking bull.
Yeah. Going to lot 61, this is page 65M. Sired by 5H cold rolled out of a Magic Maker female, and another calf that was in the hunt to get to make the trip to Vegas.
Man,
offering full interest.
Yeah, he's full interest, and like I said, the last couple of trips, he was this close to coming out here. We had so much trouble with him early on because he bucked so hard, he flipped just every stinking time, just bail in the air and flip, and you could just hang the flank on him and he'd bail in the air and flip. But he's coming left at the same time, and he just missed in the front foot. But the last 3 or 4 trips, he's kept his feet under him, and just, man, he's a really, I love him. I love that calf. He's just one of them that it's hard to see go, really.
Right.
Because these kind of they're hard to come by, and they're hard to raise and get to this point. You know, there's a lot that goes into one that's this special, getting him to where he's at right now, and he's ready to go play. Like he's 30 days away from being ready to go somewhere and play.
Totally agree. Next, we're going to roll into some big wave sons here. Lot 62, page 25M, sired by F42 big wave, and out of F20 Alakazam daughter, offering full interest on lot 62.
Yeah, this is another one that's just full of intensity, and will go right in the gate to the left, and he bucks and looks like his daddy, and got tons of kick, tons of everything you want out of one of them, and man, just bred to the hilt too. I just looked at that cow he's out of, but he's really bred good on top of everything else, and bucks hard. Bucks really hard. Yeah. He'll be a futurity Live will be a futurity standout. Like he's got.
If he had been in the first sale, one of y'all would have him entered out here this week. He's that type of guy.
I think so. And I don't know that we shouldn't have had him out here, but he's that kind.
Yeah, he is that type bull. Rolling into lot 63. This is page 414M. Another big wave son out of a Magic Maker female, and offering full interest on this calf here.
Yeah, this is another one, another big wave son that was on the bubble to come out here. At one time, he wasn't on the bubble. He was right up in the mix of it, and he started going left out of the right, and just taking too much time before he got into the spin, you know. But gets in there and really bucks. Really gets in there and kicks and stretches out and does a lot of cool things. And another one that's gritty and is gonna buck. He don't have a weak bone in him. He's a bucker.
Right. Lot 64 is our next calf, page 439M, sired by F42 big wave, and on the dam side, this page J67, which is sired by Sweet Pros Bruiser out of box K67, Buckeye daughter. So J67 will be a full sister to King Tut, and this is a half interest calf, entered in the maiden and entered in the big bucks, and HD can touch on him, but this is another special one right here, guys.
Yeah, it really is. He's got a little different style than some of them. He kind of just widens out just a skosh when he turns, but man, does he kick. He kicks so freaking hard. And one that bells in there and kicks like this and does, I don't think he'll ever be one that just whirls. You know, he's never going to be a spinner, but he just breaks over and kicks too hard to be a one that whirls, you know. But man, I think the judges are going to appreciate what he does. I'll be curious to see, because I really do. You know, we've talked about it, and I think he's pretty dang special. And I think and you can just see that dummy trying to go over his head. There's some, when he breaks over and kicks, he's bringing something with it.
He's in a hurry to get back to the ground. He's not floating and wasting no time.
No, he's a bucker, no doubt about it. He's a bucker, and he's one I think we're going to have a lot of fun with.
Yeah, totally agree. Lot 65, page 450M, another big wave son out of a 59B wrecked female. This is another calf that's a half interest calf, entered in the maiden, entered in the big bucks qualifier.
Yeah. Man, this calf has just come on and come on and come on. The more, he was really hot when we started, and just wearing himself to a frazzle, and a bunch of that's gone. That's went away. He's kind of decided he wanted to get along, and as soon as he decided he wanted to get along, he started firing.
Right.
And it's like just boom, 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 boom. We could probably, I don't know how many great videos I'd have of this calf, but the last 5-6 trips, he's done it.
Yeah.
And kicks right through it, and just, I look for him to be in the hunt out here, because he just hadn't missed, you know. He's been really consistent, and when I say consistent, I mean consistently ranked. He's
correct,
breaking off the ground and kicking and bucking.
Yes, he is. Lot 66, page 482M, sired by F42 Big Wave, and out of a Sweet Pro's Bruiser daughter. Another full interest calf here.
Yeah, and another big wave. And man, if you get to looking at these things, they all look like you clone Big Wave, and then they buck a lot like him as well. And this one's just falls right in line with the rest of them. And Bruiser on the bottom, and out of a really good, that 551 cow.
Yep.
Has been great for us. And so you got a breeding piece here and a potential futurity star.
Yes, sir. Rolling into lot 67. This is page 494M, sired by F42 Big Wave, and out of a 20D Cinnamon Cat female. Offering this calf at full interest, and another special one right here.
Yeah, he is, and this one honestly kind of flew under the radar for me. Like, I know you'd talked about it being pretty high on him a couple times, and I was like, I just don't know about all that. But man, he the last couple of times I paid attention, and he is going to be a lot will be really, really special. I was really impressed the last time we bucked him right before we come out here.
Yeah.
But a lot of kick and a lot going on there. Gets his front end off the ground, and he does everything one's supposed to do, for sure.
Right. Next is lot 68. This is page 36M. Another big wave son, back out of a Stone Sober Bred female, back over Magic Maker. So the athleticism and intensity's there. This is a full interest calf, and another good big wave son.
Yeah, it really is. I tell you what, the big wave calves have been pretty daggum spot on right across the board, and this one's on the upper end of them. But as far as the breaking loose and the kick and everything goes, he's got it all going his way, and I don't even know. You'll have to watch the videos or just get him home and see what you want to do with him. But he'll go left one time and right the next, but it don't matter. He's trying to kick his back feet off whichever way you go.
That's right. That's right. Them bucking bulls will do that.
Yep.
You can go either way with them.
Mm-hmm.
Lot 69 is 14M, Manaba son, the only Manaba son in the sale. And then out of a Strange Cargo female on the bottom side, selling full interest. Yeah,
a nice bull here. My brother-in-law, Junior, and his partner raised this calf, and he'll go either way. He'll go right, he'll go left, out of the left, but he's a bucker. And actually, the longer we've jacked with him, the better he's got. Like, the ones that are going to quit you, they don't get better. And this one is just gotten better and better and better. The more heat you put on him, the better he's got.
Right.
And the last few times, he's looked like he would be a futurity player.
Yes, sir. Next is lot 70. This is Odd 89M, sired by E9 Little Johnny, and then out of a 50D Skywalker female, offering full interest on this calf, and another bull that almost got to make a trip out here.
Yeah, it's just, and this calf will go 2 or 3 and just really breaking loose and kicking, and just kicked as hard as one in the sale. And if he'd hook up, he's gonna be here for sure. Well, he's gonna hook up. If he'll hook up within 2 or 3 jumps, but that's kind of been him. He just gets a little bit too close and almost gets the crossfiring. But when he gets kicked out there in the left lead, he brings it, and when he does, he kicks through it and he means it. And I look for him to be special. I look for him to figure it out with the dummy, but if something happened and he didn't, he's liable to be as a 3 or 4 year old, be a bull of the year kind of deal. Like, he's got that kind of up and down kick. Like, he's got as much ability as anything in there.
Yeah. Lot 71. This is Page Ot 56M, sired by J Ot 2 Mike Concho, and out of a lollipop female that is out of an Inferno daughter. So a lot of stuff stacked in here on this pedigree that's hard to come by. And this is a full interest calf, and the potential and the opportunity is there with this one.
Yeah, for sure. And this one's just kind of like the last one. If he was to turn a jump or two closer, he would be out here. And you can watch the videos of this calf. When he does turn, he's as good as there is. But he goes 3 jumps before he does it. So that'll come in time. He'll shorten it up. And I'll tell you one thing about him. He finishes strong, really strong every single time. Even if he goes a couple of jumps, when he hooks up, he's there to stay. And there's not one that climbs up in the front end and breaks over and kicks any harder than this one.
When, in my opinion, everything that's in the sale, I think he has the most potential to be ranked from here to 6 years from now, as any of them. But we really ain't been able to prove it yet.
Yeah. Well, you can just watch some videos. There's a lot of proof there. But when he's 5 or 6 year old, he may be have a gold buckle 2 times by then. You know,
Agreed.
He's pretty special.
Yeah.
This is a kind of, and I've been hounding him from day one, but he's one that you'd really hate to see leave.
Right. Next to be lot 73. This is 24M, sired by H Ot 5 Calhoun Oil, and out of a Juju daughter, another full interest calf.
Yeah. And another one that may figure it out with the dummy, but what he lacks in a pattern, he makes up for in intensity, and he tries to go in the gate to the right, but he gets a little too close and just break, and he doesn't always just extend his back feet like you'd like to see, but what he lacks there, his back almost touches, his head. He kicks and breaks over, and I'd hate to think I was the first guy that have to get on him when he's a 3 or 4 year old, because he's liable to slap somebody on the back of his head. But if you're looking for one that got the potential to be a futurity calf, but I really like his chances to be a rank bull, 4 or 5 year old bull. Somewhere down the road, he's liable to be out here at the PBR finals, NFR, wherever they bring the best ones.
Yep. Next is lot 75. This is Bar 1M, sired by 105H Rick's Honky Tonk, and out of a Showtime daughter back over Hotel California, which is actually a full sister to Buck Autism. And offering this calf at full interest, I'll let HD hit on him.
Yeah, and this, we bucked this calf a couple of times where he was for sure half interest type calf, and he still is. He still is that potential. Like I said before, you just can't keep all of them, but he's got it. He's got it going on. A lot of rear, a lot of drop, a lot of kick. He's got a little hiccup in the chute, trying to turn too close. So that was the same deal with 105H. I was telling somebody the other day I had to buck him all the way up in the front of the chute to get him to come clean, and I think some of these calves by him are going to be the same deal. You're going to have to get them to the front to get him to miss the post. And when this calf gets clean out of there, he's special.
Yeah, no, for sure. Next is lot 76. This is page bar 6M, another 105H, Rick's Honky Tonk son, and out of a bruiser female, offering full interest on this calf here.
This is another big stout 105H calf. It's goes left, and he does it right there, and he kicks and bucks. And this thing's a specimen too. He's a big, long. You can tell he's gonna make a big stout bull, and he's dang sure gonna buck. He gets off the ground and kicks and bucks.
But next lot is lot 78, page 97M, sired by 147H Wingman, and out of a fearless female on the bottom side that is a maternal sister to Frequent Flyer, offering full interest in this calf here.
Yeah, and this is another one that kicks and bucks. Wingman was a great futurity calf, and this one here, just all he likes is some time. And he's got a ton of intensity, a ton of ability. I sound like a broken record, I know, but there's so many of these calves that have that potential, and this is one of them. He has the potential to be a stud, and I mean it's this whole sale's pretty impressive, and how good the cattle are across the board, and like I said, I can't really say much bad about this calf, and he's liable to be a futurity calf before it's all said and done.
Yes, sir. All right, rolling next, we're going to go to lot 79. This is page 443M, sired by Wingman, out of a Sweet Pros Bruiser female. This is a half interest calf, and he's entered in the maiden and the big bucks qualifier.
Yeah, this is another one that's showed signs of being great, and more times than not, he is great, and he'll come left right there. If a guy can get him just widen out just a little bit leaving there, he's going to come left and kick through it and be a bunch. And he's done it pretty dang consistently. This is another half interest calf that's pretty daggum special.
Yep. Next is lot 80. This is page MOT 1, sired by 35F Cool Whip, and out of 9105W, Damn to Manaba.
Mm-hmm.
Full interest calf here.
Yeah. This is another one in the door to the right, and you talk about one that handles good, and he's big and stout and stands in the chute good, and somebody looking for a junior calf or a women's calf or something like that. If somebody's not real experienced, this might be your deal, and he's 88, 89. He's had some 90-point outings, and like I said, I think he'll get better. I really think he's gonna fatten up, widen up, and on his back and across his loins and all that, and he's gonna be a notch better than he has been, and liable to sure enough be a player.
Yep. Next is lot 82. This is page 58M, sired by 47F Charmer, and out of a page 65Z daughter on the bottom side, offering full interest in this calf here.
Yeah. And you talk about one that's going to be big and rank. This is him. I think he almost put it together the week before he left to come out here, but and he's big and means it. And I think the Charmer calves, well, I'll tell you, I bucked this calf and another one, and I turned Charmer back out on cows. So
the calf's bred to be big and rank too.
Yeah,
all the way through.
Yeah, he is. And but I just thought he was going to be his potential lied mostly in his rider years, but I think he's going to. I don't have any reservation about saying he's going to be a futurity calf.
Yeah.
After watching that last trip where he was in the gate and he ended up falling backwards, but he was bucking really, really hard, and his back end just got up under him a little bit too far, but he's the real deal.
Yep. Lot 83, page 455M. Another Charmer son here, out of a Shepherd Hills tested daughter over a Crazy Train bred female. Or no, my bad. He's a Charmer out of a Hard Twisted daughter over Crazy Train, and offering this calf at full interest. Another big stout rank calf here.
Really is, and this is another one that it hurts my feeling just to even think about sending him out of there. He's the kind that you just don't want to see gone. If you raise one of this caliber, with this kind of ability and takes it all like this calf has, He's the kind that you can see on your truck for 4 or 5 years down the
That's
road, and he's the kind that, you know, kind of like the bruisers and the long john types. I'm not kidding. That's what I think about him.
Yeah.
And he, like, one that's not going to let you down. One that's just going to be there every time when you can count on him, and he's going to buck hard and always give it everything he's got. He's just that kind. He reminds me a lot of Bruiser, actually, and the way he goes about things, but he's a bucker, and I mean straight up bucker. He bucks really hard, and he's really big, and he's and really talented.
Yeah.
But
All right, next we're going to lot 86. This is M107, sired by D28, sure to show, and then out of a 122 Semper Fi female. And HD talking about bucking and longevity. That Semper Fi went down the road, was on the truck for years and years.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a full interest calf right here, and I'll let HD fill you in on him.
yeah, and he's straight up a bucker. Joey Hales raised this calf, and you know Joey's been with us for years and years, and Joey started all these calves and done a really good job with them. And this calf he's the second best one of them, and he's got a really good set. And this one turns in the gate and bucks and does it every stinking time.
Yeah.
There's every once in a while. At one time he might be 89, next time he might be 92, but he's gonna buck every stinking time.
Yeah. All right, next we're going to roll into lot 87. This is a 304 M-Bar, Branded Ranch, another calf from Joey and Rebecca. H-9 Incognito son, and then going back to Jim Dandy on the dam side, this calf is a half interest calf, entered in the maiden, entered in the big bucks qualifier, and I'll let HD go on him.
Yeah, and this is the best calf he raised, and he is special, and he does it in the door, and he's missed twice out of every time we bucked him, and that's both times he turned too close. So, and this calf's got the build, and he's a big old stout calf too, and he's got the little H-9 deal going on too. He breaks off the ground and kicks. He's got that style, and Incognito puts a lot of shit in him, you know, and this one's sure got it. He gets the front end up and kicks through it and turns right in the gate.
Yes, he does. All right, next rolling to lot 88. This is page 7 Bar M, another H-9 Incognito son, going back to Quick Fix and Lollipop on the dam side, offering full interest in this calf.
Yeah. This is another one that guy sure had to think twice about letting go. You know, he in most sales or most every other year before this, he would be a half interest type, but he turns and bucks and does it all right in. He's put it together in the gate a time or two, which that's going to come. That's what he wants to do. He wants to go right and get in there and kick and buck, and he wants to be a bucking bull. And one thing about most of these H-9s, they're a little hotter than most of them, and this one was a handful. But he's come down. You know, he's come down a lot, and he's getting to where he's not bad to handle at all. He's pretty dang good in the chute, and he sure enough tries to buck.
Yep.
And, you know,
All right, going to lot 89. This is page 72M, sired by H-9 Incognito, and out of a full sister to 10G Turner burner, half interest calf, entered in the maiden and the big bucks qualifier, and about as special as they can get on the futurity side right here.
Man, when he puts it together, he sure is. And you know, when he doesn't put it together, you can still see the ability and the talent and the grit and the want-tos there. There's not going to be a lot of running off in this one. He's trying to buck. And when he goes right, when he gets out of there and goes right, like I don't know. I probably said, I don't know how many of them I've said is the best one since we've been talking, but
we haven't got to his maximum potential yet. The ground isn't high enough for him to catch his front feet sometimes.
But he might be the best one.
Yeah, totally agree there. Lot 90, 463M, sired by H-9 Incognito, and out of page 463 over B. High Tinsel daughter, out of a full sister crosswired. This is a maternal brother to 163H, Mr. Vaquero. And he's entered in the open futurity, offering him at full interest. So when you want to talk about a breeding piece to make futurity calves, guys, here he is.
Yeah, he is, you know, and I mean, you see what Mr. Vaquero, what he's been able to do, and this is incognito, and everybody's seen, I mean, I've seen what these incognitos are capable of too. So, yeah, the breeding bull side of things is there for sure, but you got a lot of money to win with this calf in the futurity. He's got a really neat style, and he's really cool to watch buck, and kicks through it and gets off the ground, and you can't pick him apart. Like there's nothing that you could really improve upon. He's a great futurity type, and like you said, he's a breeding bull potential is also there.
Yeah. Next, we're going to lot 91. This is page 59M, sired by 286K, which is a mistletoe son out of a high tensile female. On the dam side, we're out of a Manaba daughter. Over the dam to Magic Maker. So this calf we're offering him as a full interest calf, and I believe he's entered in the open and the big bucks qualifier, but that's something we'll need to check on our supplement sheet on sale day. But he is out here with us, and he's going to get bucked this week. I'll let HD pick up on it.
Yeah, and he's the last, I don't know how many trips he's done it. Just turns right in the gate and kicks through it, and just really neat calf, and gets off the ground, does a lot of stuff right, and he does it, looks like he does it pretty easy, and he don't take it too hard either. He runs in there and handles everything like they're supposed to.
Yep. Next lot is number 93. We're at lot 93, page 96 bar M, sired by H-9 incognito, out of a Sweet Pros Bruiser female, going back to Crazy Train as well. This is a full interest calf. He is entered in the maiden, and he's a maternal brother to 9-Bar K Voodoo Wizard. Or no, he's not in the maiden. He's in the open, guys. Sorry about that. Entered in the open and the big bucks qualifier. Maternal brother to 9-Bar K Voodoo Wizard, and 9L turn up. Big stout calf that does it.
Yeah, and does it every time. Like just in the gate, kicks, bucks, and I mean, I'm trying to think of something that I could say that you might not like about him, but there's not much there. No. He's big and stout and bucks really hard.
Yes, sir.
And he does it in the gate. Like in fact, he's done it every time. I don't think he's not ever. I think he's done it every time.
Yeah, for sure. But next, we'll roll to lot 94. This is Futrell Bar 406, sired by 002 Beefcake, out of a 24C Hard Knocks female. And I don't know what we're doing on these calves as far as full or half.
They're half.
They are half for sure. They are half, and you can check all that on the supplement sheet as well. But I'll let HD fill you in on him.
Yeah, I was looking for the deal, but yeah, Bart Futrell raised these calves, and he told me early on about how good his beefcake calves were, and he sent me a video of these two when he first, I don't know how many few months ago, and they're buckers. I mean, they buck really, really hard, and it's just kind of crazy to me, because I've hauled that beefcake around for forever, but you never know where it's going to come from.
Right.
But he's just one of them that grinds it out and bucks hard, and but never was a short round type, but these calves are short round type calves. They kick and get off the ground and have the intensity, and they do it right there, right in the door. And that is one thing Beefcake always done, is he turned right in the gate, and he sure put that in there with these calves. And I don't know where all that kick and buck's coming from, but it come from somewhere, and they got it, and and they do it, and they mean it.
Yeah, and that's lot 94 there. Lot 95 is 469 the Bart Futrells, another beefcake son out of a quick fix female. Be the same story on him. Imagine that he's going to be a half interest calf.
Yeah.
Entered in the maiden and the big bucks qualifier. We'll check that on the supplement sheet. But our last lot of the sale is going to be lot 96. This is page odd M. We're waiting on DNA back on this calf, but we believe he's going to be a 44W stone sober, and we'll try to match it up on the dam side as well. but we'll go over that more at sale day. But he's a bucker, and he's going to be full interest, I do believe, on him.
I guess.
And he is entered in the maiden. He's out here with us as well. So I'll let HT fill you
This is
in.
another one. I'm like, I don't know. I hate to let him roll because he's a bucker, and I sound like a broken record, I know, but the only time I remember this calf not being special is when he hit his head, getting around there, but we about got all that worked out. And the last 3 times he's looked like he needed to be here, so that's where he's at.
Yeah.
He's entered in the maiden, and I look for him to win a big check out here. He's been pretty dang consistent, and when I say consistently, I mean consistently, 90 plus.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we appreciate y'all sticking with us, and for videos too long, just fast forward to where you think it'd be about right. Thank y'all.